Y'all want to see something kind of neat? This is the native, man. This is still the best knife you can get next to a K-bar. To a K-bar knife. Show you what I'm talking about. Both of them good at ferro rods. Very good at ferro rods. Did you know that this would be what they call the original knives of the Roman Empire and everything? It would be the sword. And then the second part would be the knife. They made it smaller, and what they did is called an apple cutter, and it's a little bit smaller, about that much difference. And you'd be cutting apples. Now you see how the design was. Razor sharp, perfect point for almost anything. And then you got to think the thickness and everything. And then that. But this is right here where you use your ferro rod. Perfect thing. That damn case fucked you up and everything, but I fixed that motherfucker. See what I'm saying? It don't do nothing like it's supposed to. Exact same thing. That's yours. And I hope you do good at hunting and fishing. And this is good at processing food or vegetables. And it's perfect weight, so you can actually use it. If you notice where it locks in, it's like that. That's yours, native. That's your old case. I fixed it. And you notice it's fixed. I can do what I want with it. Took me a while to figure out how to do it. They didn't double string it, and it will break off. Almost every one of their machines that did that. But that's something they got to deal with, not me. Ghost and Native and KC. Don't buy this damn shit right here. One, this was made by a professor, not Jim Brown. When they made the movie, it was by a professor. And he only used it for a couple of things, and that was it. But the part that pissed him off is you got to sharpen this, you got to sharpen this angle, and you got to sharpen here. But it weighs almost 2 pounds. What this would do is if you're using it, and say if you're in a combat situation or fighting, your bicep, tricep's going to give. It's going to attack this area right here of the elbow. Don't buy no damn Jim Brown tracker because it's just that too damn heavy. And this one is a resemble, but it's a wed, but it's the same thing. Exact copy. But then when they was talking about this supposed to be for the thumb and this is supposed to be that was a bunch of shit. Because you can't use this without wearing fucking gloves all the time. Mine that I gave KC, mine's lighter, way lighter, thicker, and this is a copy of what I give you. All you gotta do is sharpen here and sharpen here. Thumb area is made for like vegetables and stuff. You can groove it around or whatever. Or do like this number right here is what it's used for. This right here is actually take out knots out of a 2x4. It's Turkish made. It was great. No one's paid attention to it. It's a lot lighter. It's made for the desert. And it's a cool fucking knife. It's used for plants more than anything else and processing food. That was it. Unless they did carpentry work, then they use it straight out. Well, I'm gonna try this. They'll be using it to come in this way. The same blade, it'll still be the same thing. This area right here, and it's about that much. See how much longer this one is? But you don't need but that much. This knife here sucked. When I found out you can't really use it in a combat situation. thought it was cool. The guy give it to me. I can't say nothing when he give me something. I'd stick with my knife right there, because this is the best damn knife you'll ever need. Or, you know, UKC, you do a lot of herbs, you know what this is used for. Most people don't. And Ghost, now your knife is pretty damn interesting, same as mine. It's still Turkish made also. This is why they always had wars in Turkey about over this blade, the way it's curved. It's used thumb, and there's your finger, and that's what you're using it for. It's also good for being out in the woods and stuff, but it's actually for processing meat only. It's like a cleaver. They take this damn notch out of this motherfucker right here, Ghost. This tracker, you take that notch out of it, that corner piece right here, and do it like this, and it'll be the same thing, a meat cleaver. I don't know why they use that for wire. It ain't worth a shit for wires. And it ain't really good for making notches. It'll take a while to saw something. But this motherfucker weighs almost 2 pounds. This don't. But this is like a cleaver, just like a cleaver. That's what it's made for. The other knife is from Africa, and this actually is like a cleaver. But if you had to use it in war and you got used to it, you pert near can use it. And that's the reason they don't have a thumb guard here on that one I gave you, Ghost, because they didn't think you're going to be using it for processing food. They thought you'd be cutting through bamboo or rope, and you know how to pull a knife out properly. Most people that uses these cases like this ain't paying attention. You gotta know how to pull this out and have it twisted upwards, or it will cut this sucker off. 90% of the people buy these for looks, because they ain't out there in Turkey, they're not out there in the Middle East, they're not out in Africa, or Asia, even mess with shit like this. They're not educated, they're Americans. They gotta get educated first. But here's the cool part about this Jim Brown. This is a lot cheaper casing. And it's the same way, single thread. They thread this up singly. It's supposed to be 3 strings per hole, and instead it's just 1. So these will break off real quick. And if you ain't paying attention, you'll cut this damn thing off. Then it's useless. That's why I said I ain't gonna be buying nothing like this, because it weighs too fucking much. And if you add all the weight, if you was in the Army and you got a 120-pound backpack, you have to think about it. There's your 2 pounds right here. That would be useless. Can't stab nobody, really. You have to really put some force behind anything to stab people with it. But it is razor sharp, and it will cut the shit out of you. But most of the guys that's in the Philippines and certain people in the Middle East, they're still sticking with our original knives. Our original knife, the good old-fashioned Air Force survival knife from Orlando, or Tonto, how you want to pronounce the name. And this is not used to saw, it's used to pull. Because it goes through sheet metal, you pull. You go through aluminum, you pull. It's not used to be a saw. We used these in Boy Scouts when I was a kid. But it's still good. Most of the true masters pick this. The K-bar. And also told me they'd take this. If they was going to war, that's what they would use. You got knives that you use for basic stuff, and then you got a war knife. A war knife is when you're just cutting people. And you might get it shot up. But KC, I'm telling you, Take care of that knife. That's a good damn knife, and it's expensive as shit. Ghost, you know how you use it. I want you to be cutting that damn meat. And Native, you use yours, like I said, camping, anything else. Hunting, fishing, go ahead and use it. Use it for war if you need to. Just letting you know, it is the best. That's my knife thing. That's it. Talk to you later.